Good afternoon. This is the message that was transcribed on Thursday, June 7th, 2012, from the transmission from They. I found myself climbing what looked like a tower, and I climbed and I climbed and I climbed, and it was up and up and up. It was really high. A few minutes ago, before we started this recording, I looked at a picture on the wall, and that's what the tower reminded me of. One of the pictures of the lighthouse that looked very much like it. It was gray and very, very high and very, very tall. I don't know now if it was a tower or a lighthouse that I was climbing, or maybe it was a combination. I think the tower I was climbing was indeed a dark gray colored lighthouse, very similar to the picture that I saw on the wall. When I got to the top of this tower, I could look out over every direction. They were sitting there in kind of a circle around the top of this tower. They must have been on a bench sitting around the inside, because they were all sitting around the inside as I looked out over the edge. I could see what looked like possibly an earthquake, and I don't know what else or how else to explain it. The earth was rippling, and it continued to ripple, and it was just coming inward with this rippling motion. There was a sound as well. I wasn't just watching the earth ripple, there was quite a bit of sound to this. I knew that I was perfectly safe, and they told me I was perfectly safe. I wasn't in any danger where I was, but it was very frightening to watch this. I continued to watch it for several minutes as I watched the earth kind of curl up on itself in this ripple motion, whatever this violent energy was that was moving across the land. Then I saw the birds, and they were flying away from where the earth was rippling. It looked like they were trying to get away. Then I watched the birds for a few minutes, and then I saw the animals, and they were also running away from this rippling. They were running in the opposite direction. I found it interesting that one of the animals looked like a koala bear. I don't know if they are strictly Australian or not, but one of them looked like a little bear. I was seeing one. So the scene continued for several minutes, and I said, what do I make of this? Is this for real, or are you telling me something real that's really going on or going to happen, or are you showing me an illusion of something? They said, everything's an illusion. I said, well, that doesn't help me much. Is this an actual earthquake I'm watching, or something like that? They nodded. They didn't speak, they just nodded. I wanted to know if we should prepare for this event somehow, what we needed to do to prepare. What they showed me then was padding around my body. It looked like padded armor. I said, what is that? They said, that is all the preparation that we have already given you. We've been preparing you with our words and our lessons. The padding was the actual printed papers of these transmissions that were forming padding around my body like a protective armor. I felt as though this wasn't just an earth movement, though. I felt that this was also symbolic of something else that was going to be taking place in addition to. I do think it's soon. They told me on a couple of occasions that I was perfectly safe right where I was, and there wasn't anything to be worried about. They haven't given a warning like this in several months. It's been quite a while since they said anything about earth changes. It used to be they talked about earth changes fairly regularly, and upsets that we would be going through. And more often than not, it would be verified soon after. They really backed off from that for the last few months, and I thought we're kind of done with it until this morning. So that was the whole message this morning. This was the entire thing, this upset of the earth. And try and read back or listen back, because what they said was the only preparation they've already given you. So if you need to go back and read or listen to some of the old they messages, that usually they tell you not to get involved in the fear, don't get involved in the illusion, get above it, and that might help you quite a bit. I'm sure when this actually transpires, it's going to be very, very frightening for whoever happens to be there at the time. I'm Anne McAvoy. I'm a psychic astrologer in Palm Coast, Florida, and my website is www.goldenshrines.com, and my email is cat9201@aol.com if you wish to contact me regarding these transmissions. Have a great day.